Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. And let's see, what did not get shut off? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and... YouTube is one of the worst written applications in the history of humanity. Facebook's worse, technically speaking. Good evening to those of you who've already joined me. Back at LotRO. So I took about a half an hour after my sulk the other night, maybe 45 minutes, to actually get to the place that they had made so difficult to access that my fury drove me away. And then I spent a couple hours on the shield aisles, and it's really more of the same. Instead of spending all this time riding from place to place, you spend it fucking swimming from place to place. You'd think they'd have learned from Evan Dim / Everswim how much the players hate it. And yet, well, here I think they're doing it with a purpose, and the purpose is to slow everybody down. I will open my free silver present. I got some crams. And my free gold present. I got Virtue XP and Scrolls of Max Morale. I don't know if you've met Max Morale. He's a nice guy. I'll go ahead and use one. I've got a whole boatload of them sitting here. Sure, why not? That too. Alright, where are we off to? There. You'll note how much swimming we'll have to do. But we can teleport back to there. Basically, we can catch a boat. So what do we have over here in this direction? Alright, which quests are which? Alright, that's there. That's close by, Culling the Grim. That's up north. And that, I think, is like all of them. Ask residents of Halrax about the bounty hunters. Halrax? That's the big town. Okay, we're here, though. That was the yellows, or the orcs of Catel. Find the orcs of Jeb Catel. Where am I? Am I not here? No. I am here. I wish we could zoom on the map, but they hate us, so we can't do that. The orcs. You see, the problem is the maps have made this just absolutely awful. The fact that they don't give us any different map to work with other than the one where all of the icons run over each other and so on and so forth. It's just painful and unnecessary. You know. Alright, Stone Lizard. Wild Boar. They will only yell at me as I run by. We're looking for orcs. That's another wild boar. Oh, a sea leech. Lovely. On the positive side, at least the leeches aren't hostile. Alright, we get to kill orcs over here. Over there. Okay. I was mistaken about where I was, but then I couldn't tell because I couldn't tell. you hit the water, you don't... So I played for a few hours, and I would say I spent half of that few hours swimming. No exaggeration. At all. Are they on the next island over even? Yes, they are. Orcses. So I have to say I am really disappointed with the quality of the expansion. Ooh, another player. I think that's the first additional player I have seen on the entire Shield Isles. Few hours I spent on it. But the whole expansion so far has been deeply disappointing to me. So much back and forth. Maybe the story was interesting in the King's Gondor, but I got so tired of writing back and forth, I just wanted to click through the story. Oh, we have... Well, at least we'll get back faster. Didn't realize there was a dockmaster over here. As the other player here, Bridges, is doing, I will talk to him and I'll be able to at least... not stable travel, boat travel. Dockmaster? Are you the Dockmaster?
Indeed.
Wild boar. It's going to be angry at me. Nope. Another wild boar. Knox. Good evening and good night. Turn to page in your life. Chances are you have this time slot. Talcute was greatly diminished. Well, if it's an improvement in life, I cannot say that I would blame you in the tiniest little bit. I will not hold it against you in the future when you should return. I hope it's a good change. If it's a good change, then I am pleased. Saber-tithed Tuger. How far over there are they? Quite a ways. Well, I do appreciate the time you've spent here. Thank you for hanging out, and I hope things are improving. And that you'll come by from time to time. That's another boar. Lots of boars. What is over there? That's the turtle. I don't think the turtle is the thing. Saber-tithed Tuger, and I'm stuck here again. Alright. Oh, God. Thanks, Knox. Take care of yourself. You and yours. Yeah. Stop squealing at me. I'm trying to not get in your way and irritate you, but sadly the game is against that proposition. Sadly, it does seem as if the entire expansion has been designed to frustrate and aggravate and oh, saber-type Tuger. And get in the way. Delay you every step of the way. Good evening. Poutine. I have discovered Kafagur. And evidently they're friendly. Because there's a mailbox here. It is going reasonably well. I hope it continues. The large orc beckons you over with a grimace. Was not expecting a friendly-ish orc.
You are the first outsider who's found their way here, but you better make sure
That's
you
a
don't
follow.
become the last.
From Potino Bowen. Sorry, Bowen, I mispronounced that. I only have one spiel, and here it is. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently total, complete, and utter unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. I have to find Zagdur in Kafagur. Of course I do. I'll be glad to find that person in that place for you. Oh, big orc. These orcs don't seem to want to fight. Thought I was coming over here to mess up some orcs. Evidently, no. With a start, you recognize the orc next to the elder. It's Shukurs, of course it is. For last person I expected to see here. Don't worry, Zogmak, Lumbag, Muzmak, and Shulgalb made it out of Gundabad safely with me. We only just recently arrived ourselves. Some of the folks here weren't too keen on us staying, but we got all that smoothed out, and Zagdur clears her throat, causing Shukurs to smile sheepishly.
Well, stranger, if you are friends with Shukurs, then I can push aside some of my wariness for now.
Tell her of the man in Mar Nafra who sent you to look for the orcs. Judging by his words, he's an outlander like you, far from home. I shall inform our guards to watch out for this man in case he harbors ill intentions. As for your intentions,
should you wish to stay
XP,
in Coffer,
always. Complete quests in Jeb Katel.
Prove to me that you are someone worth trusting.
And what quests will those be? Times they are changing. A friendly orc village. Who'da thunk it? Can't get in that way. Orc that way? Aha! You left the door open. Silly orcses. Let's see. I'll go ahead and stop tracking that, and stop tracking that.
What can I do?
Find
for
and
you?
alert Zogmauk to your presence with a soft ahem.
Yahoy!
Collect spider webs. Oh, spooters. Lovely.
What brings you here?
Venom from spiders. Okay, well, that's like two of a kind, so that shouldn't be too unpleasant. Shulgalb.
Yahoy!
Quest Cooking Catastrophe Drake Eggs and Cooking Catastrophe Beetle Larvae. Neither one of those sounds particularly appetizing, I have to say.
Oh, hi, hi!
Hi, hi. I assume that's what she said. I couldn't really make it out. Ruckbag. Now that's a fine name.
What
Drakes.
can I do for you?
Oh, additional. I have run out of quest space. Of course I have. Fortunately, I can go to the King's Gondor and start nuking things from deep space. I can hear somebody whispering. The orcs, they're talking behind my back. this just go to Todrent? We'll hold on to that one because all it is a deliver. Resupplying.
Yeah, right. What brings you here?
My feet. Thank you for the setup. Ba-dum-bum. Hope everyone's Thursday night's going great.
Keep your wits about you and you'll make it.
All right, I'll make it. Well, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, right. We'll head northwest. And we'll scream at things until they fall over. It's important to have a plan. My plans usually involve screaming at things a lot. I have discovered Maj Kibi. Am I going to suffer a painful plummet here? I know I'm going to suffer some more. Below me is a Kibi stalker. I can't even make out what the hell it is. Oh, that's a spooter. That's the spooters. Alright. Best way down. This way? Up. Ow, ow, ow. Alright. Spooters. Yep. We have spooters. My leg crack is taken care of. Venom. And spooters. Seems like all the games had spiders, you know? Ooh, a Kibi Queen. I have collected a spider web. Kibi Queen, that's like a dancing queen, isn't it? Well, I was hoping that she wouldn't bring a friend with her, but she did. A lot of venom. I think the queen had multiples. Nice of her to donate to the cause. We're going to get more venom. Faster than we're going to get the webs. Sad to say. So, more spiders are going to die. No. Stop coming towards me. I might take that as hostile. You wouldn't like that. That's what, half the webs we need, I think? Oh, what a tangled web we weave. when first we practice 2D saves. He resisted? What a jerk. That's all the vials of poison, but now we just need more webs. Looks like more webs are in this direction. Alright, the spitter's gotta go. Nobody likes a spitter, it's a nasty habit. I'm sorry about the yelling. I just get so excited. That's all the webs. Okay, good. The next thing we can do is whichever one. Cooking catastrophe? Which ones? Oh, we got a couple out here on this island to the northwest, so we'll just head out there and see what we shall see. I guess it's pretty much just to the north, actually. We can remove from tracking those two. Well, let's climb up to the top of this little promontory. We'll take care of the Kiwi stalker on the way. And another stalker. Yeah, that's the one we need to go to. Let's grab all the spider bits. 22 piles of salty filth. The salty filth is the good stuff. Oh, why did I... So I splashed, but only gave a very small... Swimming. As many beasts, defeat a whole bunch of beasts on the shield isle. I'm at 28 out of 100. That's not a quest I'm particularly interested in, because it's one that'll take forever. I have discovered Gax Hopfra. I need to collect eggs. No, Gax Hopfra beetle. Beetle nests. So there's something right here. What is the right there? That's the novel idea. Something shouting at me. Yes, it is. The novel idea is beetles. So there should be beetles around here somewhere. A ribbon snake is not a beetle. A stone lizard. Saber-tithed Tuger. I don't think they're going to ever be very peaceful, because they're always going to be hungry. And the sea leech. Blech. Oh, that's just a beast. Am I ever going to find a way into the sort of heart of this island, or am I just going to run a lap having missed it? If smart money's on, I'm going to have to run a lap because I missed it. That's a beetle. And a beetle shell. Will the workers count for the shells? Yes, they do. We also need to find their nests. Regardless, I'm pretty sure I don't want to eat bugs. Just saying. No offense to any of you who eat bugs. But I actually really don't like bugs. We got something up there. A Gax Hofra Guardian. I'm going to assume the Guardian might be on a nest. Oh, well, there's one nest. I also assume that the worker would probably get upset with me if I picked up a bunch of giblets from the nest. So to the worker. We have a beetle nest and one larva. How can that not be in sight? Come on. The reason I would not want to eat a beetle is because I'm an entomophobe. And I really, really, really don't like beetles. I mean, really don't like beetles. Alright, the burrower threatens to attack. That's fine. Am I going to be attacked by the Guardian? No, I managed to sneaksies away. Two more shells. 2 or 3 more larvae. Now it's 2. I should be able to just walk past these guys. They may make an unhappy noise at us, but that'll be fine. One over there. Beetle nest there. Beetle nest, beetle nest, beetle nest. I just summoned him. I need to think 2 more shells. Yeah, 1 more shell, 1 more nest. Yeah. That's all the shells. Need 1 more nest. Should be 1 more to the northwest. We've squished a couple more quests. We are getting close. Over there, I think. Yep. We are getting close to our next level, 145. All the larvae. Alright, now we head back to the Orcsies. We've got 4 quests to turn in. Might be enough to get us to the level. We got some more salty filth. We have a lot of salty filth. Yeah, we also got some salty goo piles. Aren't we just the lucky ones? Salty filth, salty goo. I have no idea which one I'm going to put on my ice cream. Doesn't appear to be any obvious, easy way up onto the rocky part of the island to get back to the orcs. So we have a really long swim, and I have to say, you know, the amount of riding I have done in, 5+ days in this expansion, the amount of riding and swimming I have done is between 80 and 90% of the content I've done. It has been just moving around. And that ain't gripping. In the original version of the zone Everswim, as we called it, Evendim, which had Lake Evendim right in the middle of it, you can still get the original experience as a free-to-play player. You spent so much time swimming back and forth across that goddamn lake because there didn't used to be travel points. There is now, but only if you are a paying player or have, bought the VIP and are still VIP. And it's just not fun. So a friend of mine talked about how good the expansion was, and I have to disagree with him, sadly. But I have no idea how good the expansion actually is, because I've spent almost the entire time traveling. Riding or swimming. I mean, I finished those quests up on that island, 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes ago? And it's so prevalent, I can't help but think that it's got to be a design choice, a deliberate design choice. To spread out the content, to keep the players engaged, because presumably those are their orders from on high. Not to keep the players happy, but to keep the average users numbers up. Monthly average user numbers is what led Blizzard and WoW into such a terrible state. That's exactly the wrong metric. What you want to do is you want to keep the players having fun. Even if they're having fun for a slightly lower amount of time, you are ensuring they'll come back. But over the last few expansions, before the current one, Dragonflight, yeah, shut up. They had taken exactly the wrong lessons to heart, it seemed. They always talked about the MAUs. And the amount they talked about it made it clear that that was the metric they were given to target. aren't the players sticking around more? Because your content is awful. And I can't say the content here has been awful, but it's been awful padded. All right, shoe gold. That's one. They gave me two. A sticky business.
What can I do for you?
Not quite gonna get me there.
Keep your wits about you and you'll make it.
Thank goodness. If I keep my wits about me, I'll make it. I should have two uses. Only one use? That's disappointing. The other one is in an hour. Yeah, hada oi. I have no idea what that meant, but yeah, he seemed enthused, so I didn't want to discourage him.
Ya hurry hoy!
Right, one of these was actually useful in Umbar. Alright, we'll take the salty goo piles back. I can't believe I actually said that out loud. Because theoretically, they can be used in Umbar. And so can the brine-touched ear. Although we only have one of those. Sure, why not? Nope. And Muzamak, are you going to give me my next level? Muzamak.
What brings you here?
My horse, in this case. Not quite. Oh, the next one gives me a level. The next pretty much anything gives me a level. This is just so miserable to try and deal with. Try and follow the awful maps. You know, people always used to complain about the maps. New players to the game would complain about the maps, and I never really got it. I mean, they functioned fine, but now more and more they give us maps like this, where, for instance, the towns, which have a whole bunch of people and things. I'm not sure which one was which. They don't give you a map to the town, so you can't find anything in the town. I do like that the milestone here is the boar that they're cooking. That's a nice touch. What do we have? That's in the south. All right. That's in the east. You know, and I know that they have a very, very small team they're working with at LotRO now. Sadly. The entire team for LotRO and DDO, I have discovered Dor Furka. Retrieve the belongings from fallen hunters at Dor Furka. The entire team for DDO and LotRO, and that is including management, administration, all that stuff, is 60. For running 2 MMOs. That's a lot to ask. There's Lumbag. Belongings. Jeez, I didn't even see that thing. No wonder. that's the level. That thing hit really freaking hard. And the reason I didn't see it is because they can stealth. That's one. Stealth harder, noob. The Pride Matron. There's another prowler. Got all the belongings. There's supposed to be something else in there. The hunt for Kadarka or something like that. Find Lumbag. I found Lumbag. He's right there. Why don't they have a ring? They're always supposed to have a ring over their head. Some of the technical details they've been having. I had one quest where I had 2 places I was supposed to go. The quest didn't tell me, and there were no rings on the map. And I had to use the wiki to find out where I was supposed to go.
It's just a
We're out and defeat Hidaka. Oh, I have to defeat the big one, I guess. That's the... Oh. Good spot for bait. What could possibly go wrong? Well, first thing we're going to do is take care of him. Deep wound, we'll cure that. Why did that not go away? It's supposed to remove wounds. Don't want to win and then die. That would be poor planning. There you go, lumbago.
That's just about enough.
I'm glad it's just about enough. Why isn't it enough? I did what you wanted. You big loopy. So long. Yeah. Quit your screeching. I'm not impressed. Okay, where are we off to next? Due east. Again, the splash and the... And over here, what are we doing? Light blue, I think. Supplying Cathagurs something. Hunters, drakes, and drakelings. And eggs from drake nests, so that's 3 at least. Drakes, drakelings, and nests. I got his hide. Apparently, I instantly skinned him. It's training. I have training in instant drake skinning and dead whelpling milking. Where exactly the eggs? That's cooking catastrophe. Cooking catastrophe is at the southern end of this island. All right. So presumably up here and thereabouts. We have another acid spitting whelpling. To reach 145 from 140, which was the cap, was about 10 hours. If you're talking about from 1, boy, that's an enormous amount of content. That is 17 years of content. One second, guys. I do mostly solo. I mostly always have, but not always. I've always been in a kin, or almost always been in a kin, and so we have played. I've played in a group, you know, a good amount, but mostly I have soloed for my leveling. But I've also played a lot of alts. At one point, at level 65, I had all 9 classes at the cap. But as they continue to, you know, roll out more and more expansions, and every couple of years they get one, it has become impossible, at least for me, to keep up and have all of the characters at cap. So I mean, this is my most played character. No, this is not my most played. This is my highest level. And a couple other characters I have actually played more. And my slash played on this character is 1 month, 5 hours. 1 month, 5 days, 5 hours. So, you know, 35 days, about 1,000 hours on this character alone. So, yes, you can definitely solo it. The game itself is much, much easier than it used to be. It now has basically a dial you can set for difficulty. You can make it more difficult if you want. But basically, the leveling shouldn't see you die. There is a looking for group, I believe. Instance finder. So yes, there is an instance finder, a looking for group. I don't use it, so I can't tell you if it's good or not, but it does exist. Historically, I mostly played solo and would, you know, chat with my friends. Why? These look like eggs. I'm supposed to be taking eggs. Collect eggs from the drake nests. That should be an egg. Oh, there's an egg. Make no mistake, there's an enormous amount of content in the game. Most of it good, unsurprisingly, some of it not quite so much. And basically, every place, or almost every place, that you go to, you know, when you're following the Fellowship, or that you read about in The Lord of the Rings. I'm currently working on what is called the Shield Isles, which will eventually take me to Umbar. The latest expansion, about 8 or 9 months ago, was the Corsairs of Umbar. But, you know, we've been all over the place. We start in the Shire or in the Blue Mountains. We've gone all the way to the Lonely Mountain. We've gone up to Gundabad. We've gone deep into Mordor, Gondor, Rohan. Basically anything that's in the game appears here in some way, some fashion, to some degree. You don't have to be any sort of fan of the books, but if you are, you'll find an enormous amount of stuff that you'll find cool, interesting, maybe even unexpected. They have done a very respectful job, I think. With the game. Let's see. We actually want to put him to sleep. It's ineffective against that target. That's not great. There's a nest there and a big matron. Well, how about can we fear him? Oh. He's over there. Oh, we've got another matron. Right now I'm trying to find eggs here. You don't have to. There is an epic storyline, or a lot of them, that you can follow through. There's more than enough content to level up. So you don't have to do all the quests. And in fact, in this latest expansion, I wasn't moving as fast as I wanted through the storyline, so I stopped doing most of the side quests for a couple of days. There is more than enough content for you to level up probably multiple times, if that was your interest. You don't have to have seen the movies or read the book. In my opinion, it helps, but you definitely don't have to. A friend of mine started playing. He has still never read the books, never seen the movies. He really enjoyed the game. It is an older school game, you know, so it's got a lot of older school mechanics and stuff in it. The character models are a little bit dated. However, I would say that the landscapes and architectural models are all really well done. And I'm still looking for a couple more eggs. Come on, eggy weggies. It depends. My schedule is sort of irregular. The only thing I schedule is most days 5 p.m. Pacific time I start streaming, maybe a little earlier. And I'll stream for at least 2 hours. Sometimes there are games that I want to play that have a new expansion or something like that, and I'll start playing much earlier, and I'll play for hours. Most of the time I'm playing for 2 or 3 hours a day. And I play video games off stream as well. Some games aren't particularly good streaming games. Yesterday I was playing V Rising. The game is really good, but there's an awful lot of running around and crafting and gathering in it, and that's less interesting. So it's not a great streaming game, at least as a solo player game. The environments are good. The architectural stuff, like the cities, are particularly good. Sometimes great. If you're familiar with the books or movies, The city of Minas Tirith in-game is terrific. They did a spectacularly good job. I got another drake nest there. Good. Should be 4. I need 2 more drake nests. Put 300 hours into LotRO, but still don't have a character past level 30. Yeah, I can completely understand, especially if you like playing alts. I did a series of what I call my free-to-play throughs, where I take a game that I've played a lot as a paid player, like LotRO, and I create a new account and play as a free-to-play player. And I did that for the Lord of the Rings Online. And I found that as a free-to-play player, you can get to the low to mid-30s before certain of the sort of game things they have put in place really start to be a burden. So as a free-to-play player, you can get that far to decide if you enjoy the game. If you enjoy the game, at that point, you probably want to put some money in. I believe if you buy VIP for 1 month, that unlocks a whole bunch of stuff, but it only unlocks it for characters who log in during that month. So, if you're going to be a free-to-play player, you'll probably be well served to buy a month of VIP, create all the characters you think you're going to want, fill out your character slots, log them in, get them out of the tutorial, and that unlocks a whole bunch of stuff for them. All right. We have to find one more nest. I hear flapping. Why do I hear flapping? Ah, down there probably. You guys got a nest down there? Any chance you got a nest? I don't see a nest. I'm gonna have to go up above. Oh, I think I am. It is generally not an especially fast leveling game, The Lord of the Rings Online, for sure. I need one more egg. Yeah. Alright, well, he's in my way. I added up my most played characters in LotRO, and I had about 5,500 hours on my most played characters, so probably about 6,000 hours in total. It's a game you wish your friends played. Would be such a great time playing on the hardest difficulty. That would be a real challenge. Now that they've added basically what amounts to open world difficulty, yeah, that would be a real challenge. Right, I think I've got to take out both of these, and that's not going to be great. I hope he can be feared. That thing just flew through the ground. Got her. Now we just need to finish him. No problem. It can be a tough sell because it is, an older game, and it's got some. It definitely, has some clunky bits involved. Yeah, those were both. Well, yeah, technically they are dragon kin. They have the wings. There are worms in the game that don't have wings. These ones are winged, and so they're. I think they're just considered a dragon kind. Like him. Yeah, so he's a drake, technically. Whoop. You can't swim. Stop spitting at me, you jerk. Bye, loser. Loser. Sorry. I shouldn't taunt the enormous drake. It's just bad form. Oh, he's still falling. Now he's tethered. Okay. He's gone back. Jerk. Alright, now we need to go back to the orc town and turn in 3 more quests. Stop screaming at me, you jerks. Sabertooth. Don't want... Well, we're going to have to aggravate the saber-tithed Tuger. Got another one there. Yep, another one there. Good evening. Welcome. Hope your Thursday's kicking ass. I know it's a big ask, but we can hope.
What can I do for you?
Give me my XP.
What can I do for you?
The XP thing we were just talking about.
Hola! Hey,
And
hola!
talk to Ujun. I did. How you doing?
Yahoy!
Yahoy.
Hi!
I actually know a guy named Yahoy. I'm not making that up. My salt, my dried seaweed. I just brought the pouches here. I know I did. Unless I didn't. Maybe they're still in the provisions bearers around Kafagur. You know, I think I've done enough for you guys, frankly. So, maybe not? Find and alert Zogmauk to my presence with a soft ahem. And where is he? Zogmauk. Where is Zogmauk? Oh, there's Zogmauk. Zogmauk. Shh. I'll go ahem. I will ahem at ahem. Sorry.
Sail halfway across the world and you still can't get a moment's peace.
That's right. Evidently, I don't remember it. I met some or all of these orc/gobby types in the Gundabad expansion. I don't know if I did. I don't remember it if I did. I did a lot of Gundabad, but I certainly didn't do, I think, even most of it, let alone all of it.
What brings you here?
Alright, so we've got one quest left here, but I'm not that... Oh, there, we've got one more back there. What is that? Talk to Zagdur in Kafagur.
You have proven
Talk
that
to
you are worthy
Grushul.
of my trust. Now I will call upon you to aid us.
Okay. Alright, Grushul.
Here to help your friend?
Saw the man sneaking around near the trees, but he fled after Shukurs tried to approach. The fool then ignored my protests and ran after him.
No matter how much I'd like to send more guards after Shukurs,
Reputation
it only
changed.
make
The
things
citizens
worse with
of...
that man.
I'm now neutral to the citizens of Umbar Baharbel. New deed opened. We're all become known to them. Deed completed. And 5 LotRO points, I assume? 5 LotRO points. I made a nickel, guys. A nickel. Alright, we'll accept the this quest to follow the trail of footprints out of Kafagur. I guess we will also accept this other quest from the other dude, in case we happen to be going in the same direction.
Hi, yoy.
Search provision barrels. Oh, that's not too bad. Where's the provisions barrels? Here's misplaced salt. Is it here? Nope, no salt there. Provisions barrel over there. We got a lot of provisions. They are, as the phrase goes, eating good. Is that not the one I already tried to open? It was. Okay, over here. There's the footprints we'll be needing for the other quest. No salt. I found the salt pouch. Well, I already sold a bunch of salty filth to the other guy. You could always just use the salty filth. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's salty. I'll follow the footprints. I will use my keen tracking skills, of which I have none. We have Shukurs, and this guy's name is Focus. Seriously? Come on now, Focus.
Speak quickly. I have much to do.
It's true, I'm not from Umbar, but rather Gondor. Whether they believe me is another matter entirely. Shukurs?
I'm sure we'll figure things out.
Okay, talk to Shukurs in Kafagur, so we go back to talk to them and they teleport to join us. I'm making friends with the orcs. Seems a little strange, but then, you know, it is a world without Sauron. Oops, spoiler! Thanks for making sure I was alright. I get a creative crafting material. I get some XP. And I think that is all of the stuff at this island. So now, if I... Nope, don't want to return to Estelad Land. That's Moria. Sorry, Mordor. So, return to the Voyage's End at the Shield Isles. This will be faster than swimming, so you won't have to watch me swim for 10 minutes. Poof. I'm back. Hi guys, did you miss me? Not that one. Let's see. The Shield Isles. What do we got? Castaway. Very witty. And Culling the Grim. But also the main story quest. There we are. Alright. So we've got a quest there. And some quests back there in Halax, I think it is.
It's a fine day in
Halrax. Take me to Halrax. 144 silver that guy's making per trip. That seems... Man, he's making bank. The Grim are up there. And the castaway is there. All right, those can wait for a very, very long time. Ask residents of Halrax about the bounty hunters. That's Halrax Freebooter.
Spare a
Oh,
moment.
he's got a
for me.
quest. Talk to Ithurga the Grey Rogue. I assume that was Grey Rogue, not Grey Rouge. It'd be funny if it was Rouge. Wait a moment.
Shall set sail to the horizon with the help of our tail. When... Oh, that's terrible.
You're right, it is terrible poetry. Summon Anyamat with the whistle and complete Fightin' Freebooters. She rushes to my side.
Why don't we start by challenging some freebooters to a fight?
Okay.
Nothing speaks to a rugged life at sea like pointless brawling.
I'm going to beat up some freebooters, it seems. That's this player's Herald, I believe. I'm going to be beating up some freebooters. VIP rewards.
Would you do something for me?
Give me
What
my
can I
rewards.
do for you?
Right. Hold on to that. Chug-a-lug that. Ozal. Asking questions. I'm just asking questions, you know. I've got no answers for you. Get out of here. Okay, well, I was just asking questions. Minstrel trainer, assume they've got nothing for me.
Fair winds to you.
Pretty much not. I already took care of those, I assume. Weird, it doesn't actually say that I finished those, but I'm sure I did.
Yahoy!
Ahoy! No,
Fair winds to you.
fair winds to you, too. Was that polite? I'm not sure. There's somebody down there. Another quest? Nope. I'm asking questions. Would you rather walk to school or carry your lunch? Why should I tell you anything? Well, you should at least be interested in me. I'm a hobbit, and you've probably never seen one of those before. So you might have questions for me as well. We finally do get tasks again. What did I have? No, those aren't task items. Those were the salty goo piles. Yep, I will accept a task and turn in 10 piles of salty goo. It's not my fault, guys. I didn't come up with the name or the idea. I'm going to ask questions. I'm an adult from Charlie Brown. I've not heard anything about that. Move along. And if I don't want to move along, what then, my friend? Ithurga, the Grey Rogue.
Is there something you need?
It's good that you came to see me, stranger.
What news comes now to my
I need
shores?
to collect 4 debts. Defeat freebooters. They rushed to my side. Okay, they were already at my side. That was fascinating. Not sure why I have this and this to both basically do the same function, but okay. Evidently that's a thing. Is there someone right here in the corner? Aha! Akubis! Defeat Akubis and collect her debt. 90? Ooh, 100k. I got help from the watchman. That was nice. Thoughtful. I appreciate that.
What news?
Find Etinan's necklace. A pendant in the sand. I'm going to assume it's somewhere in the sand. Bounty across the vial. Starts a quest that I can't pick up. Interesting. Matan. I'm just asking questions. I have nothing to say to you. Okay. No need to be surly. That's another freebooter. Blow it to summon her to my side. With the whistle and complete. Yeah, they don't. That freebooter doesn't want anything to do with me. He's afraid of me. He's a big chicken. Possibly a chicken booter. Okay, what's wrong with this picture? Right there. Anyone? Anyone? That seem unlikely to anyone else? Okay, finally, the cat has swum ashore. Anything we can do with the downtrodden? No, doesn't look like it. Defeat Methan and collect his debt. I have defeated him and collected his debt. Any more out here? Doesn't look like it. I think at 146 I can
news has come
reforge
in with the tide?
my legendaries again. Daxamat. Talk to Manavan on the upper level of Halrax and complete the Isles of
How did you
Driftwood.
fare?
I'll say so. There should be one there, but possibly on the upper level. I don't know. I'll just mount up. Riding is faster. No shortage of cats. That's good. The cats will help keep down the rats. It's Yigo! Yigo the Carpathian. That's a movie reference.
Speak quickly. My patience runs thin.
He's got me and the Watchman on him. Who's over there? Dagan.
What?
Can't use on self. Well, that's disappointing.
What?
Ooh, we collected his debt, but he died. We didn't just collect his debt. We collected his death. I wonder if that gets us a bonus. Itho.
Hello there,
Talk to
stranger.
Ragdagoon.
Fancy making some coin? I have a job for only the most capable of adventurers, and you have just the right kind of look about you.
Pardon the yawn. Old man stuff. You know, your time will come. Unless you're a woman, in which case, yeah, you won't get old man stuff. Talk
I
to
know
Driftwood
the
on the
man
upper
called
level of
Driftwood.
Holrax. So when we say upper level, I mean, obviously that's what this is. It is above. But is it also culturally above? Are these the wealthier?
You are the one who is looking for me.
Collect money purses from corsairs. Is he gonna fight too? He doesn't have hit points, I don't think so.
If we are to do business, I want to know you share my mind.
I didn't you share your mind? Ew! Is this a Vulcan mind meld thing? Because I'm just not down with that, okay? I don't, my brain doesn't swing that way. I can't do anything with the freebooters, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the freebooters. I'm supposed to beat 8, and I'm supposed to get money from 10, so I don't know what the heck that is. That guy was running. He's an NPC who was running, but he doesn't have a name. A nameless NPC. That's suspicious. Chickens and cats. The cats and chickens seem to get along. I'm a little surprised. That seems a little not entirely likely. Collect a bag of gold coins. Oh, let's see. I wonder how much gold this will be. I currently have just shy of 500 gold. Did I actually get the bag of gold? No, that's another quest. Where is that quest then? Oh my god. Culling the Grim Castaway can go away. Which one is the gold? Price to be paid. Price to be paid is the purple. This map is... It's absolutely... As a person who has played, we can safely say, over 6,000 hours of this game, the map... This iteration of the map is just about fucking useless. Really. I want that one to go away. That one to go away. How about we try that one? Talk to Manadon in the upper level. Used to be, if there was a map where you were in a town or something that was complicated, had a difficult layout, or had a whole lot of activity in it, you'd get a separate map for that town. Not anymore. And it leads to this shit. How am I supposed to find stuff? Well, there's Manadon. Talk to Manadon. And complete the Isle. Complete the Isles of Driftwood? The Isles of Driftwood. Collect money, purses from corsairs throughout the Shield Isles. Is that the white? Turn that off. Turn that off. Yeah, they're all over the place. But they're supposed to be all over here, and I can't talk to them. So I can't challenge them or fight them or anything. There are a bunch of them. They're labeled as what, freebooters? Corsairs. I guess we aren't actually going to be in any in here because they're going to be hostile to me. I think. To say that it's unclear is, as usual these days, it's a fucking understatement. Can I get to Marifar or whatever it's called by boat? That would be nice. The quest flow is catastrophically bad in this expansion. It's absolutely dreadful. No exaggeration. The worst the game's ever had, and it's not even close. Was that named Safax or something? Mer Safra?
Oi.
Marnafra. Evidently I can't get there fast. It's just really been frustrating the last few days playing this. Marnafra troublemaker. Can he count? I don't know. Says he should. So. Alright, there's a coin purse. 1. Oh, he's on the other side of the bridge. It'll take him forever. Oh, he goes swimming. Oh, I admire his stick-to-itiveness. Nice stick-to-itiveness. Nope, just one. Five down. Those are trainers, right? Yeah. I mean, you can have a game or expansion where the quest flow is too smooth. That was sort of what happened with Cataclysm in WoW. They had honed quest flow down to the point where it was... At first, I thought it was amazing. The quest flow was so good and straightforward, but it was... so seamless it felt sterile. So you can go too far the other direction. 9 out of 10. To the town we were just at. If we can remember the name. That is... You can't read it. Malrax or something. Malrax. Balrax. Who knows?
It is a fine day indeed.
Making it literally not readable. Above. They're so high above me. they're so lovely. So a week from today, we get the revamp, redo, redux of Pandaria, and I'll be playing that as it sounds like they've got some interesting twists and stuff. And I've mentioned before on stream that I love alternate rule set servers, and I think WoW and Blizzard are doing a great job in bringing up alternate rule set for WoW. Sony Online, former Sony Online, now Daybreak Games, also known as Daybreak Games, do the same thing with their EverQuest properties. And I just think that alternate rule sets are awesome, generally speaking.
You have brought me these money
Return to
purses
Voyage's
in
End
the
and
direction of our mutual
check on
friend
my
Drift.
crew.
That
Okay.
was all.
Evidently, that's what I'm gonna do. Once again, we ride up, talk to him, and turn right around and get back on the boat we were just on. And so much back and forth in the expansion. It's just frustrating. So I'm not sure what I'll be playing tomorrow. Might be WoW. I reinstalled earlier. I may even burn some money and pre-order the expansion, which includes a level 70 boost. So I might boost one of my lower level characters and see what the experience is like for a boosted character.
It is a fine day indeed.
Is it? Back to the Voyage's End. I can't tell you how much I really honestly despise this feature they've added where the mob you're supposed to talk to, the ring NPC, doesn't spawn until you're right on top of it. It is years, 17 years I've been playing this game, and they fucked up a mechanic that's been fundamental core to the game.
I told you there
It's
was
just
little you
so
could offer me
frustrating.
that I need, stranger. But I may have been wrong.
I've not always been proud of the life I chose, blah, blah, blah. Stealing from the Corsairs and giving their money purses to Manadon for the support of those in Halrox who need it. That's a small thing. If you will respect my privacy and ask no questions of my past, Driftwood is with you. Okay, I've got a pet. Pet Driftwood is his name. Hoping to make up for something's past. Joined my crew. All right, well, that's a thing that it is. Nariel.
When I suggested that one of Sakrathel's bounty hunters might help us with the rescue of our son,
I didn't envision you asking one to join the crew. If this Driftwood proves himself useful, that is one thing. But if he did not even set forth the city of Corsairs already, how serious can he be about posing the kindred of the coins? But I will trust your decision. Yeah, it sounds like you'll trust my decision, except when you were just doubting me.
we must take the overland route to the city of the Corsairs.
Talk
we
to
cannot
K-Bar
risk any
at
further
Voyage's
delay.
End. Okay. Ooh, I'll be getting a small gift of Ur, which is a barter item. Alright, K-Bar. Kai-Bar.
Traveling to the city of the Corsairs by land will take longer, but we have no
Travels.
other choice.
Southeast of the Shield Isles to the Cape of Umbar. To Umbar. Presumably there? What's there? Fighting freebooters. We're here. Go to Halrax. Travel by land? Seriously? We can remove. Travel southeast of the Shield Isles to the Cape of Umbar. Well, presumably we go back to Halrax and we ride manually to there. Which quest is that there? That is a pendant in the sand, which we may or may not pick up. And then, I don't know, do we swim again? Sure looks like it.
Fair winds to you.
Halrax. And we're at Halrax. Bel Inzul. Can we actually reach Bel Inzul? In which case?
Greetings,
We
kind
can.
traveler.
I will pay the mithril coin. Travel southeast of the Shield Isles to the Cape of Umbar. Are we going to have to swim this? Because it sure looks like we're going to have to swim it. Let's see what options he has. Did you notice?
Greetings, kind traveler.
Umbar, Jax Fanau. That's the big city of the Corsairs, which is where I've been trying to get for 5 days. Well, where the hell is Jax Fanau? Fanail. There it is. Okay, that's where we want to go. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and...
Greetings, kind traveler.
We can even just travel there for silver. We're off. We actually made it to fucking Umbar. We have made it to Umbar. 5 bleeding days.
What day do you traveler?
Plus. That's Gimli and Legolas. I recognize those outlines. Travel. I have arrived at the Cape of Umbar with some members of my crew.
Here we are.
Yeah.
How
here we
much further do you think we have to go?
The Cape of Umbar. We have made it
An
to the
ancient
final
coin of
leg of our
Umbar.
journey.
Prized by the citizens, desired by the Order of the Eagle and the Ledger Keepers, worth 100 allegiance points. So, a rep. Presumably multiple reps, possibly some reps that don't get along with each
This is
other.
not the road we expected
That would be
to
what I would
take,
expect.
but it is now the one we must walk.
Why can I not move that? Jeez. Alright, we accept. I'm going to get a weighted dagger, which is of no use to me. Modest gift of Uri. 200 allegiance points. Enter the settlement of Jax Fanal. Another player here as well. Carrier with the title... Oh, sorry. Yeah. Carrier. With the title Aid Those in Need. From the Kin, Hope Remains. New deed, the citizens of the Cape of Umbar. Nimish and Sahar.
What news has
Speak
come
with
in
Magistrate
this time?
Zebulo. I have to meet the magistrate. We finally made it to Umbar.
Good day to you, traveler.
Not to the city of Corsairs yet, but at least to Umbar.
You have come to Jacques Fanal with a curious troop, stranger.
Talk to Driftwood. That was a song by the Moody Blues, I believe. Driftwood.
Jacquin uses us cleverly.
I'm old.
I recognize the tactic from my days of banditry. You are a
Defeat
helpful
Haradrim
sort, then.
at
I
Grijati,
smile to hear
south
it.
of Jack's Fanal. Retrieve the Umbari Book of History, Romance, and Flora. I'm supposed to speak with the magistrate. That's where we came in, so presumably we can find our way out somewhere over here. Perhaps here. Seems likely. And up. Zebulo, the magistrate. Meet the magistrate.
There is much to be done, and fewer hands by which to do it.
My arrival is most fortuitous, and yet I am dubious. Or
What
XP.
news has come in with the tide?
A large gift of Uri. 500 allegiance points. Assist Nurat, Tagar, Ketef, Girgish, and Stuka. Evidently, the German dive bomber has arrived. I would be willing to assist you, of course.
Greetings.
Speak with a bunch of people in the courtyard. Okay, I can speak with people. I can flap my lips with the best of them.
Do not bother me
Become
without good reason.
infected by stinging sea flies. Sometimes I wonder. The things I do for Middle Earth. The Ledger Keeper.
What news has come in with the tide? There is much to be done, and fewer
How can I
hands by
join the
which
Ledger
to do
Keeper
it.
Allegiance? If you wish to join the Ledger Keepers, very well, allow me to inform you, you may assist us. Navigate to the Allegiance panel and pledge to the Ledger Keepers. Yeah, multiple different factions. To do this, click on the triangle on the left side. Thank you.
Do you have need of something?
Allegiances. It's not going to be inventory. Character allegiances. Kingdom of Gondor. Hobbits of the Company. Durance folk. And the Court of Lothlorien. Those are for... I'm not sure which. Zelruka is for, like, the Gundabad area. And this is, we've got Ledger Keepers and Order of the Eagle. I think there's 3. Might be more. Not certain. Do we have enough of anything else to cash in a little bit of faction? Doesn't look like it. Not yet. Anywho. The Auctioneer.
There is much to be done, and fewer hands by which to do it.
Yep.
Do you have need of something?
And Ketef. Cook,
Good day
collect
to you,
chunks of
Traveler.
delectable crab meat. I'm sorry, I don't have crabs. Oh, actual crab meat. Okay, well that's different.
Do not bother me without good reason.
Goblin bandanas. For a second, I thought it said goblin bananas. And that just didn't seem likely.
Umbar is a free city at last.
It's a free city, but nothing here is free. Gather
Umbar can
tufts
be a
of fur
dangerous
from slain
city.
goats. Well, I think I'm going to call it here. As we finally made it to Umbar. Although not the city proper, which is kind of what I wanted to, see. Screw that. I'm going to at least travel to it. Let me first get a save point here. It should be in that direction. It is. Grab the milestone here.
May the seas be calm.
Umbar
and the winds
Baharbel,
fair.
West Gate. I'm at least going to make it to the city proper. Pardon the yawn. The gates of Umbar Baharbel. I have discovered the beacon gate.
Good day to you, traveler.
Welcome to Umbar proper. At least in this case, they have sort of a usable city map. Sort of. But I'm going to leave myself right here in the city of the Corsairs. At long last. I'm going to thank you guys for hanging out with me, and especially those of you who've hung through the last few days of Lord of the Rings Online, which has really started out just fine, and my experience has just continued to slowly descend over time. I will be back tomorrow at my usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Middle of the night in Europe, early morning in Asia and Australia. I don't know what I'll be playing. Possibly more LotRO, but probably not. WoW is a possibility. I could see myself going back to Fallout 76. Guild Wars 2. Probably not Guild Wars 2, though. Because let's see, we've got a week from tonight. We've got the new content, the new server, the alternate rule server for Pandaria in WoW. I'll be playing that for sure. And then the Tuesday after that, so a week and a half, we get the new content, the last of the content for the previous expansion. Secrets of the Obscure comes out on Guild Wars 2, so I may just wait until that drops for some more Guild Wars 2 play. So, in short, I don't know what I'll be playing tomorrow. I'll post it in the Discord, and of course, pop in tomorrow at the usual same old bat time, same old bat channel. I want to thank you guys again for hanging out, as always. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I'm back tomorrow. So, have a great rest of your Thursday night, and hopefully your Friday goes quick so you can get into your weekend. That will be cool. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.